Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us. We're bringing the fun to the Houston Bay Area. Stay tuned for all of our incredible events throughout the year, featuring amazing food and drinks, live entertainment, special guests, and so much more. Fun, new, different. Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events is where you want to be. So come party with us. It's more than a yacht. It's serendipity.
Picture your next business trip. A place where business meets recreation. That's South Shore Harbor Resort and Conference Center. Stylishly renovated and a modern aesthetic, conference and meeting rooms for any sized event. Dine and relax in luxury. You might even find time for work. Get away to the Bay. South Shore Harbor Resort and Conference Center. Book today at sSHR.com.
Hey everybody, it's Kelly Williams with the Kelly Williams Show in your home TV, and we are live at Radio Row in New Orleans, Louisiana. That's right. And my first guest this morning, I'm really excited. This is Cam Rogers. He is a national TV sports and betting expert and contributor. You have been on NBC News Now, Today Show, CNN.
Mr. Everything over here.
You are everything. It's crazy. And you look like you're 15.
Oh, thank you.
It's
I
amazing.
moisturize daily.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it works, folks.
Exactly.
Gold bond.
I'm going, wait, really? This Cam has done so much. Okay, so you have really become famous because of your fun, your upbeat, your sports analyst that you do. And it's really, really fun to see you do your thing. You're just really good at it, and you're so much fun. First of all, where are you from?
I'm from New Hampshire, actually.
Wow.
DC based, from New Hampshire, went to Maryland for college, and then just kind of stayed in the area. I lived in Dallas, actually, for a year after college, and then, went back to the Maryland area.
So you're a little bit Texas right there.
A little bit Texas, a little bit Texas.
I like it.
We love Happiest Hour in Dallas, by the way. That place is iconic. So I'm actually going to Plano for a wedding in April.
So fun.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's not Plano, Texas over there.
Oh, there you go. Exactly.
Okay, so have you always, how old are you? You're 30.
30. Yeah.
Okay, so you're really young. Have you always loved sports? Is that something you just grew up loving?
I think my first love was actually performing, entertaining, being in front of crowds, a camera. In first grade, I wanted to be like a weatherman. You know what I mean? So even at such a young age, I knew what I wanted to do. And I was really grateful for that too, because I grew up with friends who didn't necessarily know what they wanted to do. You know, they would go into college and not really have any idea. That wasn't me. I knew exactly where I was going. And so really grateful for that. And then, sports is more positive than local news, hard news. Can you see me reporting on a fire?
And you get blamed if the weather's bad.
Yeah.
And it's
we don't want that. Well, I get blamed for my bad
wrong.
predictions anyway, but
exactly.
neither here nor there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So do you remember the first time were you always a sports better the older you got? Did you like that? Did you like predicting? Did you really like analyzing stuff? When did you find out you were really good at it?
Well, I love being a pundit and having an opinion on something. I think that's really important in this industry is go lean in on whatever your bit is, whatever your prediction is, and you're going to get some hate, but you're going to get some love. And at the end of the day, it's engagement, right? That's what we want. We want clicks, we want views, all that good stuff. Sports betting is kind of a new niche for me over the course of the last few years when it was actually federally legalized. That's when I saw an opportunity because then you're seeing all of this marketing from FanDuel and DraftKings and what have you. There's a market for that, and it's never going away. We know this.
It's just getting bigger.
So I was like, I need to latch on to this. And, I've enjoyed it. I bet myself, nothing too crazy. But
which is good.
Yeah. Hopefully my parents aren't watching right now. But so it's been kind of a new phenomenon for me, but I'm enjoying it. And again, it's not going away. So that's good for the industry and for me.
Yeah. And it's fun. As long as people, don't overdo.
Right.
And just have fun and enjoy it. It's entertainment. That's what's great.
Yeah.
When did you realize you were good at commentating and analyzing and doing this, and that you really were so good at focusing on what was happening, and because you were seeing, analysts see things that other people may not see when you're watching that sport.
Right.
I mean, is this something you always enjoyed? When do you remember your very first time you did it in the public?
Just like, being on air?
Yes, like on air.
So I always
not just at the golf course going, he's going to shoot a 5.
It's funny, in high school at parties, I would like broadcast Pong. I wouldn't even play the game. I would just like be the play-by-play guy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's a true thing. And I will say that, people get a rush out of jumping out of airplanes or summiting a mountain. I get a rush out of being in front of that camera when the lights are on, knowing people are watching me. So call it a love of attention. Listen, you kind of have to have an ego in this industry a little bit. I'm willing to admit that I have that. Yeah. So, and then you parlay that with my love of football and golf in particular. I love watching the games. I have NFL Sunday ticket, so I'm able to watch every single out-of-market game.
Wow.
So every Sunday I've got like the quad box going on my TV.
Wow.
And got my laptops all propped up.
Crazy.
So, and you need to be watching these games if you want to find an edge with your betting and your predictions and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you remember the very first game that you commentated on air? Was it college or pro or what?
Probably a college game. I'm trying to think. So my first TV gig was on Nesson, the New England Sports Network, the channel.
Fun.
Yeah, the Red Sox are on, Bruins are on. And I hosted a kids sports show. Sophomore year of high school.
No, that's awesome.
Probably looked the same actually back then as I do now.
Yeah, let's pull that up.
Yeah. So it's not calling a game in that instance, but that was like my first big break, I would say, in this industry, and never look back. So.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're teaching me how to do commentating, what do I do? Like, what am I looking for? I mean, is it play by play? Is it just an overview of what you see happening on the field, or does it start getting specific with players? How do you get ready for that?
Yeah, it starts with preparation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're calling a game, you need to fill airtime with fun facts and tidbits and what have you.
Yeah.
It's always funny when people complain, like, Joe Buck talks too much. Guys, he's paid to talk. Like, this is his gig. He has to fill dead air with certain fun facts and what have you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just not going to be a blank game with no talking. So,
and I've heard those comments. That's hilarious. You said that.
Yeah,
that's so funny. So when you give us an idea of how you prepare to do that.
Yeah. So for football in particular, obviously there's a lot of players, a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
You got to really zone in on that sort of stuff, right? Yeah. And making sure you're calling the right names and what have you. And then also, while the game is going on, looking at the matchups within the matchups. How is the left guard doing against the defensive tackle, right?
Oh my goodness.
Or, how is the left corner doing against A.J. Brown, wide receiver for the Eagles, right? So those things you have to look for. Now, if you're in play-by-play, maybe not as much as color commentary, right? Because
that's true.
Usually they're former athletes. They know better than me, right? What they're seeing out there. But yeah, there's so much prep. I mean, you have spreadsheets upon spreadsheets of just things you can say throughout the telecast that if you need to, in a dead moment or what have you, you can say. So, yeah.
I like that. Absolutely. There's reasons they're talking, people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you remember when you finished commentating on a show and you went, I nailed it? I mean, I'm making a living at this.
What's been a really fun little trend for me in the last couple of months is I've been going on Fox 5 DC in studio a lot, which has been
very cool,
such a blast, and way better than like doing Zoom. Even though like I do NBC, I do Today, I love that stuff. But you're looking at your laptop computer, right? It's not the same as being in the arena.
Yes.
So I've had some great hits on Fox 5 DC, and afterward being like, wow, I really did a great job here. And you could tell even like the anchors around me are kind of like looking at me with wonder. They're like, who's this Cam Rogers guy who's, having a good time on Fox 5?
I love it. And I think people love enjoying watching people having a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want to sit there and watch somebody going, yeah, he did good. He's injured, and we got this guy.
Snorris Borealis. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's no fun. And what I love is that when you're on, people go, Cam, you always make us happy.
Bring it in, camera 4, camera 4, zoom in. Like at this point, I'm telling production what to do when I'm on camera, and I'm not even employed by Fox 5. So,
I love that. I love that. Okay, so you just started the betting thing? You said how long ago?
A few years.
Oh, a few years. Okay. Yep. What has been your best record so far? Can you tell us? Do you kind of know off the top of your head?
I'm about 56%, 55%, which is usually what the professionals are at. Yeah.
Wow.
And I always tell my friends, and a lot of my friends like parlays and dude, this is going to hit. And I just say, listen, man, you might as well throw money out of an airplane because it's not going to hit. So I always preach straight bets. If you're going to parlay two things that you think, are really heavily juiced, like, a money line that's minus 250 with another money line that's minus 250. Then you get odds of like minus 110. Yeah. That's more logical than like a 9-leg parlay at plus 10,000. Like, it's just not going to happen.
And that just went right over my head. I have no clue.
Betting lingo. Yeah.
Yeah. Betting lingo. I love that. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, do you think?
Some people that I always look up to when I was growing up, Ryan Seacrest and Regis Philbin.
Yes.
I mean, those
Two
are
of the best.
Class acts.
Really?
Rest in peace, Regis. I mean, he was just really the standard. And then Ryan came, of course. And,
I know.
Look at him.
He's really done a great job.
Yeah, he's everywhere. So I want to be everywhere in that sense as well.
Yeah.
And I kind of am in a way, which is great, but I want to keep building. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Got a lot of life left for me.
Absolutely. So. I love it. And I think that you're one of those versatile people. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've kind of honed in on the sports thing, but you started off kind of, entertainment.
Yeah.
What was your love and just being in front of the camera and entertaining people?
Red carpets.
Absolutely. I see you doing all kind of things like that.
Why not?
Your personality, your looks, you're just amazing. You're just so much fun. Okay. So what do you think is I'm going to ask you two of this.
Okay.
I want one piece of advice for people who may be interested in getting into sports betting.
Sure.
Or maybe a little nervous, but they've always kind of wanted to try it. Is there something that they need to look for or kind of try? What do you tell them? 1, set a budget and stick to it. Very good.
That is critical.
Yes.
2, dip your toes in. Maybe bet a couple of dollars on a game, that sort of thing. Watch my content.
Absolutely.
That'll help you.
Yes,
get your research in. And I think, stay away from the parlays. I would keep it simple. Bet on spreads, bet on totals, that sort of thing. I think football is probably the best sport to start out with.
Okay.
Because there's so much more information for football than any other sport.
Really?
So,
okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I would have thought maybe basketball as well, but I guess
basketball's up there, but football's king.
Okay, that's really
look at
interesting.
This.
I know, you're right. You're right.
Radio Row.
You're right. We don't see that at the basketball stuff. Yes, I love that. Really quickly, is your family still in Jersey?
Family's still in New Hampshire.
Oh, New Hampshire.
Yep.
Okay.
They're still up there, Boston area. So I go home quite often for the holidays and that sort of thing. It's an easy flight from DC too.
Yeah.
It's like 50 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's good.
But I love going home like for Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving Eve is like my favorite night when everybody gets together.
I know.
And it's fun when you do what I do because you could just whip out your phone and flash the content. This is what I'm up to.
Exactly. So. Have they been so excited about everything you're doing and all your success and just how much fun you're having and really living your dream?
Yeah. I mean, single guy, no pets, no responsibilities. I'm just doing my thing, and it's been great. And they've been very supportive of me and my sister as well, and my brother. Like, they're all in my corner and that sort of thing. And listen, they saw this coming since first grade, right? So,
you told them.
Yeah.
They
knew.
They knew. They did know. What advice would you give any young person who really is looking to become a sportscaster or a news person or be on TV or do something and do what you're doing?
It's funny. I was just on a college radio station too. And I love doing those because they always ask about the industry and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Understand that this is not like being a doctor or a lawyer where there's a clear-cut path to get there, educational path and what have you. You have to have this element of tenacity in this industry, understanding that something can happen at any given moment. Certainly luck is a big part of this, but also getting your reps in, always connecting with new people, be active on LinkedIn, send emails, get on calls, be a sponge, get as much information as you can about this industry. College is great, but a lot of what's going to set you up for success is what you do outside of that, outside of the classroom, because this is such a practical industry. Like, you got to be out there. Yeah. So,
no fear on this stuff.
No fear. And also be an expert in things as well, right?
Yeah.
Decide on a couple things that you want to find to be your niche and then go with that. For me, I started out with golf and then kind of transitioned into sports betting.
Wow.
I still cover a lot of golf.
Yeah.
But that has allowed me these opportunities, especially with the recent Tiger Woods news. Remember the car crash happened a few years ago? That was my first CNN hit.
What?
So, yeah.
Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah, very crazy. It's unfortunate. A lot lot of times when I go on these hits, it's for negative news. But,
that seems to be trending sometimes, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
What do you think has been one thing in your life that has really helped you get to where you are?
I am grateful every day that I have the amount of friends that I have, the people supporting me, because without that, it's really hard to keep trucking when there's nobody in your corner, right? And so I'm going to brag a little bit. I'm pretty popular, but I'm thankful for that. And I worked on that, right?
Like, there's a reason.
There's a reason, because I'm that kind of person that always stays in touch with people. I'm a glue guy. I'm a rallier of the troops when we want to go out, that sort of thing. We had our 10-year reunion for high school. I ran the plans for that. Like, that's just how I operate.
I love that.
So I put in the work to sustain these relationships, and then, you know, the fruits of the labor are there.
I love that. Well, and I have to say something. I was really impressed because when I was emailing you, I didn't realize what email I was sending it to. And I said, hi, I want Cam, on my show. And it was you.
It's me.
That responded. And I went, I love him. This is, that has become rarer and rarer, that this connections, this really personal connections happen.
Yeah.
Especially in this industry. I love that you're like that.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And that really impressed me with you. I could not wait to meet you this morning.
Always pay
You're
it forward
incredible.
to understand, like, that's how this all works.
Absolutely.
Don't close yourself off. And don't think you're too big for anything, really.
No, exactly.
Because we're all just trying to help each other out in this world.
Thank you. Exactly. I love that. Cam, you are amazing.
Thank you.
So
Good to be with
everything you're doing. I cannot wait to watch where it goes. I'm hoping maybe I'll get to see you again next year.
Absolutely.
Right here in the chair.
Let's do it.
Okay, so how do people watch you?
Yeah, so follow my socials, Cam Rogers Live, on all social media. I usually post my schedules and what I'm doing there. And you'll see that I call myself the CVO, the Chief Vibes Officer. I bring the vibes, people, so definitely follow me.
I love it. You're awesome. Okay, so Cam, we actually have a couple of gifts for you today. Okay, so I've got a power bank.
Okay. Oh, nice.
From my main sponsor, Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events.
Perfect.
And then, of course, the Kelly Williams show's on that. How awesome is that?
This is great.
Yeah, they're amazing. Then I've got a tumbler.
Oh, here we go. Serious swag.
Yes. From one of my other sponsors. So how cool is that?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's Biff's Gifts and Teas. Gave us that to give y'all.
It's great.
This trip. Thank you.
Hydration station. I need it today after the party.
Right. All right, Kim, thank you
Good to be with
much.
you. Thank you so much.
Excellent to get to meet you today.
Cheers.
Guys, stay tuned for more fun interviews coming up right here on the Kelly Williams Show, because we're live on Radio Row in New Orleans, Louisiana. See you soon.